The world's biggest rug pull is happening right now and you had no idea. That is because Bitcoin's price is flat as a pancake. You've never seen Bitcoin quite this flat in your life. In fact, ever since I got involved in Bitcoin since 2013, I don't recall it being quite this boring ever before. Generally, you've always had at least 1% a day fluctuations. But even on a volatile day like today, Bitcoin's price has moved down 0.66%. It is terrible. And so is my first couple of days the World Series of Trading. Not going well so far, is it? No. Why would it go well? This market is so annoying. It's just very, very frustrating. Doesn't matter what you do. You've got to leverage your trades higher in order to make those percentage gains to win the World Series of Trading. If you get it in the wrong direction, it gets expensive, doesn't it? So I've got some interesting decisions to make in today's video. Do I leave these trades open or do I close them, take the loss and go again? Because if you remember, last year in the World Series of Trading, I went down minus 70% before ending up with a plus 310% profit, if I remember correctly. It was either 310 or 410. Can't quite remember which. Either way, we were down 70% and then we absolutely blew it out of the water. What do I do this time round? I am contemplating several different trading plans. I'm going to explain some of them in today's video, but the biggest rug pull in the world is happening right now. And if you want to know more about it, slap a like on this video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Daily videos are returning to the TMG Trades YouTube channel and we are back in business. Let's try and smash the World Series of Trading. And if you want to join the World Series of Trading trading group, in today's video description, I'm going to be trading the entire event. I've got no intention of getting wrecked. I'll stop myself out before I get wrecked and then I'll try and double up back the account again. Of course, I am using highly leveraged trades because I'm trying to go for the win. That means higher risk, higher reward. Higher risk also means you're more likely to go bust. But if you want to win, you've also got to take those chances. And that's what we're doing. So do drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about the world's biggest rug pull that you have no idea that it's happening right now. And I mean, to be honest, I've thought this for a while, but in an article from Forbes today, written, you can see here, what we're doing now is the greatest rug pull in liquidity ever after the biggest pump in liquidity ever. Bloomberg Intelligence senior macro strategist Michael Glone told podcaster Scott Melker, and the fact that I can say that and show the data is shocking to me. McGlone warned that as liquidity continues to decline through the rest of 2023, the Bitcoin price could collapse, dragging on Ethereum and XRP and the wider crypto market. Now today, the price of everything has taken a bit of a tumble. You can see up here, XRP down 4.12%, Ethereum down 1%. You can see Elrond is down and GMT is down. Like a bunch of stuff is down, and it's pretty inexplicable as to why. Because there's no volatility. Why are these prices moving like they are? It doesn't make any sense. If we look at Ethereum's Bitcoin value, that generally gives us a clue as to what's going on. But today, there is really no clue. We are sat on this level of support. If we lose that level of support, yeah, sure, we'll drop to the downside, but we've not lost that level of support yet. Why is the altcoin market pooping its pants? It doesn't make sense. And that's what I think is most frustrating about having a market like this. But if Ethereum is to lose the level here of $1,800, it will drop back into this $1,700 range. And then finally, we will have a clear trade to take in the World Series of Trading. And of course, if Ethereum's going to start trading to the downside, then Bitcoin is going to do the same as well. But I would like to throw some caution into these statements by saying, look, it's pretty unlikely that anything happens. Trend is your friend, and the trend is nothing. There isn't a trend. The trend is sideways, flat, dead, flat as a pancake, boring as boring. I'll show you the trend on the chart right now. This is the trend. Sideways. Big green arrow sideways. Nothing is happening. But interestingly enough, about the price of Bitcoin, just at the point in time when everybody is losing focus, everybody is losing faith, nobody is trading, volume here is lower than what it's been in a long, long time. You can see this losing interest over time. it's actually forming a bullish formation, and that's what we like to see. We like to see these bullish formations. You can see here an absolutely solid inverse head and shoulders is forming, and to be honest, the bottom of that shoulder needs to come down to about here. So the price target on Bitcoin is ironically the same price as my liquidation price on this trade, which leaves me with a dilemma. I shouldn't be in that trade right now, but I was on a call earlier today and it just shot down in like 2 minutes, and there's nothing that I could really do about it. So what do I do with that trade at this point in time? Do I close it? Do I take the loss? I mean, ultimately, I already took some loss on it in order to avoid any kind of liquidation yesterday. It's really not going that well. Started the account with 15k, currently got 7.5k left, down 50% so far in the World Series of Trading. Not what you want to see. But of course, again, high risk, high reward. Doesn't take much. It takes like a 0.5% move to make or lose $7,500. So don't think of it as, oh, you've lost all of your skill. No. I was right and then I was wrong. And that's how it was. I was $4,000 in a profit and now I'm $7,000 in a loss. It is what it is. You can't win them all. And also because I'm playing with such large amounts of money here, is not being volatile. You've got to play with these large amounts. And one of the things that I've been plotting on my chart right here is these levels of support and resistance on this chart. You can see here, we abided by this level of support. If we lose that level of support, odds are we come down, we test this lower level here and complete this inverse head and shoulders pattern. I don't want to get liquidated, and I still, to be honest, would probably want to be in a long position at that point. So the question is for me, do I close some of this trade here? And I think the answer to that is quite simply yes. I've got to take another small loss on this trade here. I've got to take a loss of about $2,500 on this trade to make sure that when the price drops down to here, I don't get liquidated and I can continue to buy the dip. At that point, I'll add more funds to the account, buy it up, and then we can really get cracking on it. Because there's two things that happen right now. Either Bitcoin bounces from where the price is right now and just looks pretty boring and flat and does nothing as per usual. Or alternatively, it drops to the downside, liquidates a bunch more positions, and then it pumps. Because it's not going to do anything for probably another couple of weeks just yet. So you just got to play the ranges, and I'm just stuck on the wrong side of this range right now. There's a billion YouTubers out there that'll never give you the truth. They'll never be honest with you. They'll never tell you that they're on the wrong side of a trade. But if you appreciate the honesty on this channel, do drop a like on it and make sure you are subscribed, because that's what you get here. I am not one of these people that will tell you that it's all rosy and bright. No. Crypto at the moment is boring. It is flat. You can't really make money from it unless you get lucky. And anybody telling you otherwise is a liar. However, what you can do right now is you can slowly accumulate altcoins. And that's what I love to do. That's what we all love to do, because that's how you make the most money in this space. You can make money trading, and you do make money trading the ranges. But when Bitcoin's price is breaking up and we are in an almighty bull run, I was flicking through my my phone, the pictures, the screenshots that I took from the bull market earlier today. Just remind yourself of the good times. Remind yourself of what actually happened back in 2020, 2021, where you'd have a coin go from 1 cent up to 100 cents in one day, and you'd be like, damn, that was fun. You made 100 times your money. Maybe you only had $1,000 in it in the morning, and by the afternoon, you've got $100,000. That's how you make the most money in this space. And so that's what we're getting back to on the main channel. More videos about that coming fairly soon. And I actually think the altcoin market is going to slowly start to warm up. I've been saying it for a while, but it is that slow burn. You can see that Bitcoin's price is not really declining. There's no serious bearish momentum. There's no bullish momentum either. But that nice equilibrium that we're finding ourselves in right now will either shoot to the downside or shoot to the upside. Doesn't really matter. But what you'll find is when we come out of the next area of volatility, Bitcoin's price then goes up, and that's when we go up to $37,000, $40,000, and that's when altcoins start running again, because altcoins only run when people start profiting from Bitcoin. People take profit from Bitcoin and put it into altcoins, and then that altcoin profit flows back into Bitcoin, and this cycle grows. It becomes more powerful. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And now it's time to discuss today's cryptocurrency news before discussing the price of Ethereum and how that's getting along. But basically, Coinbase makes its grand entrance into Canada after exiting Binance has exited. At the same time, Bitcoin could dip back to $25,000 over the next 6 weeks. Apparently, go read all of these articles on cryptosavingexpert.com. We need you. We need your user base. Ultimately, all cryptocurrency businesses need you to use them right now, but cryptosavingexpert.com, the most important one. Go to it. Thank you. PayPal's cryptocurrency hub highlights their crypto ambitions, and it's also important to point out, do you really think a company as big and as bright and as intellectual as PayPal is going to waste money on something that's not going to be catching on? Of course they're not going to do that. PayPal are understanding that cryptocurrency is having some price suppression right now from the SEC, from the US government, and that is going to come to an end at some point in time. We know that because, of course, the tides are turning within Parliament itself in the USA. Senator Loomis has joined Coinbase in legal battle against the SEC. This is more good news. The state is coming on board with the side of Coinbase, and a Republican president would reduce the SEC's crypto enforcement efforts, according to a former SEC official. It's going to get interesting in the US over the next couple of years because, of course, they're going to have a new president. Bitcoin halving is happening in April next year. It's all going to kick off. It's just we're in the most boring period of time that cryptocurrency has experienced in just as long as I can remember, to be honest. And that's one of the reasons why, it don't make sense to make a video every day. Because you can't trade a market like this. If you actually look at how many tradable moves there has been on the price of Bitcoin, I'm just going to show you right now. How many tradable moves has there been on the price of Bitcoin since this big move upwards here on the 7th of August? So you got 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and then over to the 16th where we are today. So there's been one move here that you could have traded, which was 2%, and then you've got one move down here, which would be about 3%. So you've got 2 moves in the span of about 7 days that you could have traded on the price of Bitcoin. You've got today's move, which would have been a slight short to the downside, but again, there wasn't really any clear indication of that. And to be honest, you would only have made that short position from the level. Again, thinking about it from a logical perspective, anybody could say, oh yeah, you need to go short from the top here. No, nobody would go short from the top. That doesn't make sense. What you would do is go short from here. And in reality, the actual payoff from that trade, and this is why Bitcoin isn't profitable right now, because if you are a sensible trader, you're not making a lot of money. If you're looking at this right now, you would have made 0.36%. There isn't any money to be made in this right now, because from a logical level, you could have only shorted 0.36% to the absolute bottom, which nobody would have cashed out on. Yeah, sure, you could have made a higher number, but nobody would have cashed out at that level. Very few people. So from the logical perspective of, look, you don't get very long to cash out in these moves, there's just been nothing to trade, nothing to do. It's been boring. And that will come to an end soon. And the important thing is to catch that. So as we already discussed on the price of Bitcoin, it has to maintain the support level here, down here at approximately $28,950. If it loses that level, we go down. That's going to be nasty. At the same time, for Ethereum needs to hold the level here of $1,800. If we fail at the $1,800 on the price of Ethereum, yeah, sure, we will drop back to the downside. But it's also important to point out where we are in this market right now when it comes to Ethereum. We're actually looking a lot better than what we have been doing in a very, very long period of time. We are technically still bull flagging outwards. Technically, this is a very nice formation. We are, of course, trending back to the upside as well. It's just this boring flat period that you end up with in the middle of every single summertime, and it is what it is. You can't help it. At the same time, what's not helping Bitcoin is the dollar is back on the rise again. That is no good at all for cryptocurrency, but essentially it's likely going to get slapped down again fairly soon. If we had to plot the level of resistance from here, you can see that we've got a little bit more potential in the dollar right now before it gets slapped down again. But the dollar is going to get slapped down. Ultimately, we all know the dollar is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. It's just been, if you think about it, since Bitcoin's been boring was basically mid-July to now. That's basically a 1 month span, and the dollar's been rising during that period of time. So Bitcoin's not really had a whole lot of opportunity in that period of time. It's all going to change fairly soon. Some exciting content coming to the main channel, some exciting content coming to this channel as well. Do drop a like on it. Make sure you join my World Series of Trading team. Currently, this is what we're sitting at right now, 524th in the entire competition. And yeah, it's all looking pretty decent. If you want to win a Rolex, you can see here, day 13, 13 days left to go and win a Rolex. Nobody's won it yet, but if you do want to win a Rolex, go and click on the link with BYBIT/Rolex in today's video description. maybe you'll win it. All you need to do is sign up, make an account. A bunch of people have won a bunch of things. You can see what everybody's won when it scrolls through here. Basically, everybody that signs up on that link gets something for free. So do check it out. And the criteria for winning things is on that link as well. There's basically 0 catches. All you need to do is use the account 1 or 2 times. If you want to game the system, all you need to do is deposit $100, open and close a trade, and then you get a bunch of entries, and then you can withdraw your money. So then you can see if you can win the Rolex that way. One guy did it. I think he entered like 40 odd times. Either way, have a great day, everybody. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Do drop a like, subscribe. See you later. Goodbye.